beginning. In the beginning, God created a beautiful garden called Eden, a paradise on earth filled with every kind of tree that was pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the center of the garden, he placed two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God created the first man, Adam, from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Adam became a living soul. God gave him a home in Eden and a purpose, to care for the garden and name all the animals. But God saw that it was not good for man to be alone. So he caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep and took one of his ribs to create Eve, the first woman. She was his companion, made from his very side. God gave them only one command. You may eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For on the day you eat of it, you shall surely die. For a time, Adam and Eve lived in perfect harmony, naked and unashamed, walking with God in the cool of the day, enjoying peace and joy. But one day, the serpent, more cunning than any other creature God had made, approached Eve. He said to her, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve replied, "We may eat from all the trees, except the one in the middle of the garden. God said we must not eat from it, or even touch it, or we will die." The serpent whispered slyly, "You will not surely die. God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the tree. The fruit looked delicious, and she desired the wisdom it promised. She reached out, picked the fruit, and ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he also ate. At once their eyes were opened. They saw they were naked and felt shame for the first time. They sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. Later, as God walked through the garden, they hid from him among the trees. God called out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam answered, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam blamed Eve. "The woman you gave me, she gave me the fruit." Eve blamed the serpent. "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." God declared judgment. To the serpent he said, "You are cursed. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust. One day the offspring of the woman will crush your head, though you will strike his heel." To the woman he said, "You will suffer in childbirth, and your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam he said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree, the ground is cursed."
You are dust, and to dust you shall return. God made clothes for Adam and Eve from animal skins, a symbol of mercy, yet also of loss. Then he banished them from Eden so they could not eat from the tree of life and live forever in their fallen state. An angel with a flaming sword was placed at the entrance to guard the way. Thus began the story of humanity, marked by sin, struggle, and separation from God. But even in judgment, God gave a promise that one day a Savior would come, born of a woman, to crush the serpent and bring restoration. This was the fall of man, but it was not the end. It was the beginning of the great story of redemption.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next magical tale.